If you haven't had an opportunity to watch the season finale of the Knick, stop listening now, major spoilers, here we go. Tonight's episode was called Crutchfield. And this, by far, is the best episode of the Knick. And I think it just goes to show, man, that Cinemax is nothing to be played with, man. Do not play with this show because it will destroy you. The editing, the acting, the score, the script, every single thing about this show is perfect, man. And I'm serious, man. Listen, this is a spoiler coming up here, so stop. What I loved about it, man, is that final scene where he went from cocaine to heroin. And we're not talking about like some fake thing. This is historical accuracy. This is written by the books, man. You know, using history to tell a story that is rich. It's just fascinating, man. I never liked anything that had to do with medical dramas, any of that stuff. I can't stand that stuff, man. I'm not a CSI fan. I'm not a NCIS. I'm not a SUV, SVU, whatever it's called. I'm none of that. I can't watch a Chicago Fire. None of that stuff interests me. But as I'm watching the Knick, it gets me interested in those types of shows, man. ER. I never watched ER before. I'll probably end up watching it. Because the Knick introduced me into a whole new world that says, dang, you know what, there's some rich storytelling that could happen inside of these worlds, you know, inside of the hospital, inside of, you know, older television shows, inside of those years. It's really, really good, man. Did a really great job. And I think that for me, I guess having Thackery hit his lowest point, and then seeing, you know, some of the cast that you thought that were going to stay by his side didn't, and then one nurse does. It was really, really cool, man. It was really, really cool. I really hope that this show, I really hope that what it does is that it continues on for at least another 3 seasons to tell that rich story. But I'm wondering how this heroin is going to affect the rest of the world, because every time, you know, cocaine affected the story, but it also affected the city. And then how is heroin going to affect the city? Because we know what heroin does. We know that does. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, but heroin, man, that's where them addicts come out, man. That's going to be crazy. I think it was sad what happened to Edwards and his baby. And that for me, that broke my heart, man, because I was like, damn, you know, like I thought that out of all people, man, Cornelia, I thought that her and Edwards, man, would actually, you know, have the baby, man. You know, I never thought that she would do something like that. I never thought that. I never imagined that. And, I mean, obviously, you know, during that time, you know, they couldn't. It's impossible, to be honest. It's impossible to actually go down that route. But I thought it would work out, man. I really did. I thought it would work out. I'm going to be looking into buying the score for this, the soundtrack, the official soundtrack for this, because I think it's just worth, you know, listening to over and over again. It was just really, really cool music, man. I want to see for season 2. Here's my things I want to see for season 2. I want to see Thackery, he like hit rock bottom to where he hits rock bottom inside of this treatment facility. And then once he comes out, he has to really, really grind and do, I don't know, really odd, you know, surgical jobs. Any type of job. It could be like veterinarian, you know, start from the very, very lowest depths he can possibly do, and then work his way back up, but fight his way back up. I think that'd be really rich, man, to see Clive Owen, you know, do that. For Edwards, man, for Dr. Edwards, I want to see Andre Holland, man. I want to see him. First off, I want to see him stop fighting, because we've seen that for season 1. We know that that's what he does. I want him to have more control, and I want him to also, if possible, if possible, I want him to get to a position where more people will think, wow, man, this black man can really work on a body. This Negro knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I want that conversation to open and see how, with an up and coming Negro inside of that world that they're living in, okay, how that affects the rest of the world, man. That's what I want to see. I think that would be so fascinating. And then maybe, I don't know, that the papers start having that, because we've seen the riot. We've already done that. We've already done the race riot stuff. But to see Edwards get an opportunity to actually show his skill, that would be really interesting. As far as for Eric Johnson's character, man, Dr. Gallinger, we know that he hit rock bottom. We know that he doesn't really have anywhere to go because Thackery was his only hope. And now with losing his wife, I don't think that he's going to be sane enough. But I would like to see him, A, get into a new relationship with somebody, B, just focus on his work. And I would like to see, maybe, if possible, man, Chickering, Jr., Dr. Chickering, I would like to see him grab up Gallinger and then go to that new hospital, because the Knick is moving, it's closing down, and they're going to move it. If they do move it right at the beginning of season 2, I would like to see Chickering grab Gallinger along with Edwards and then go to the new hospital and see if they can keep Gallinger alive. I don't know if he's going to make it out of season 2 if he doesn't have something to hold on to. But I would like to have him, see him have a little bit more strength, but also have Edwards along with Chickering, because, obviously he doesn't like Edwards because he's black. And Gallinger, if he can have Edwards, if he can see Edwards attempting to help him out, even when Edwards is going through his own hell, I think that those two characters, Gallinger and Edwards, can finally work something out, man. That would be really, really cool, man. Next season, I want to see different inventions, man, crazier stuff. We've seen a nose transplant, we've seen face transplant, we've seen tons and tons of stuff. But I want to see more gritty, grimy stuff, man, inside of the Knick, man. But I hope this show lasts for a very long time, man. 10 out of 10 stars. I give the entire season 10 out of 10 stars. This is, for me, it's just like Banshee. Banshee is a perfect scored season. It's a perfect show. I really, really love it. And I can't wait to see what happens next, man. Right here, guys. Thanks again for listening. If you did watch the Knick and you watched the season finale, comment, like, subscribe. But also let me know what you thought about the episode, man. Hold a conversation, man, about Thackery and all that stuff, man. And what would you like to see for season 2? Right here.